but we'll give it a try. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the Whiskey Edition with an E. My name is Rob. I appreciate you coming along for this quick ride. It's not going to be that quick. It's going to be an effing nightmare. As you saw in the run-up to this very moment, the number of bottles that are going into this shakedown, this bracket, this, you'll see it over here somewhere, what I've got in my hand is the totally randomized version of the Minnick 2023 bottles that I have accumulated up till now. And that's not actually true because I took some of them out. I didn't feel like maybe they were appropriate in this particular. Some of these bottles on his list are very hard to find, and if you see it over here somewhere, I've probably stuck my inventory list, and the ones I have in red are the ones that are just impossible to find, or they're very special. They may not be impossible to find where you are over in another part of the world, but here in the Pacific Northwest or places I have traveled to, they are a challenge to find. And so what I've done is I've kind of culled out some of them, culled out some I didn't necessarily want to put in there, but I culled it down to 32 bottles, as you could see in the list, in the bracket, and I thought I was going to start this during the NCAA time when it was all about the bracket. Well, that didn't happen, and so now here we are in the, not really the bracket of NBA, so, and maybe some hockey in there. So that's this, when we have this, little bit of the zebra's skins on here. So we'll go through our bracket together. If you have them, drink them tonight. We're gonna start with, at the bottom of the bracket, because I don't know why, I gotta start somewhere, 32 bottles. And what I thought I would do is I would do the 4, so the 2 winner, and then I'll take the 2 winners, and if I can't figure out which one I like between the 4, I'll stick it in. So that'll get me down to, I think down to here. No, let's see, there, those winners. Yeah, that will just get me to here, and then it'll have to come from the next side. So that'll be okay, I think. So tonight, or today, depending on when you're watching this, Larceny A123, Boulder Cask Strength, Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and the Penelope Rose Cask Finish are the first on the block tonight. I'll get these all prepared in my glasses. I've got the thumbs up decanter as a gift, so I'll be pouring some of these into there per Mark at Northwest Bourbon. That's kind of his thing, but I'll try to infinity bottle as many of these. I don't think I'm gonna put the Rose Cask Finish in there. I won't put any finished ones in there if I can help it. Maybe not some of the odder ones, but we'll see how full it gets after a couple ounces of each of the 32. Well, it'll be like 64 ounces. So that's probably more that'll fit. So I probably ought to do 1 ounce. I've got a measuring thing so I don't screw that up. I'll get to it, and I probably won't show it. I'll just have it all ready and you won't see it, and we'll just kind of do it, and it'll be quick because these long videos are a nightmare for more ways than one. All right. This is the Penelope. It's kind of got an odd glass-ish cork in it. Well, it's glass, but it's got a doodad around there. Here we go. So as a preface to this, let me read off where these fell on the Minnick top 100. I'll just do it on each one. I'm not going to read these off the whole time. The run-up will be on every one just because I'm insane that way. Larceny A123 was number 3 in Minnick 100. 3 being better. There was one better than that, and that is, I think I would have prepped a little better. Oh yeah, the Larceny C923, it's right above it, is the number 2 on the Minnick 100. So this is starting off pretty good. We've got a number 3 seed against Boulder Cask Strength at 28 on his list, and a Wild Turkey Rare Breed, which I already had in the inventory, at 55, and the Penelope Rose Cask Finish at 73. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to mix them up. I'm just going to try these 2, take the winner, try these 2. So the 2 of the Larceny and the Boulder Cask, try those 2. Penelope Rose Cask, try those 2 with the Wild Turkey, and then those 2 will go on. And the better of 2, I may figure it out right away. I think that'll work. So this is the This is a Larceny. This is a Larceny. It just feels, excuse me, it just smells thick. And you're not going to care about my notes, so I'm just going to have a sip. Caramel, high octane is one, I think it's what is the proof on that? 125.8, woo, you can feel that. It's a high proof, It's pretty good. You can see the, everything coming off the glass, maybe you can't see that. It's great. Okay, and the Boulder. You know, it's not bad. It just has kind of an odd earthy taste to it, I guess. It's got a, I don't know what it is. It's got some heat on it too. It's cask strength. Well, if I could do the math, 67.6%, so 134, 135.3, 135.2, 3. So it would probably be better if this was blind, but talk about taking forever. Do another sip. The Boulder Cask Strength is not bad. I think the Larceny is the better one for me. It's just got a little more depth to it, a little less astringent. Not a kind of a weird flavor that I'm not. I think it's almost got, I hate to say a floral flavor because that's kind of weird, but it's kind of got a floral flavor that's really not my jam. So, Larceny A123. Now, the Penelope, which I think is this one. Yep. I don't know why I labeled them on the bottom, but I did because I'm a habit. And the Wild Turkey, so. Again, the Penelope 73, Wild Turkey 55. And Wild Turkey rare breed, this was a couple years ago. The bottle's pretty about halfway. And for the price, this is a staple. It really is. Not getting a lot of nose on the Penelope at all. It's weird. Another reason why I don't, well, I have quite a few of the bottles off of his 100 list. You get to a point where you got to stop. I mean, that's a lot of bottles. And why are you buying number 88 when you have 83 or whatever? You have the better one. So if it was easy, I got it. And if it was a pain, I kind of said no. So that's why some of those decisions were made. Others I had, not many, where they were hard to find. And once I found them, I had to add them in. Last year, I had 10, and I did those 10. And then I kept finding them and finding them and finding them. So that's why that one got strung out even longer than this one will be. So that's okay. Penelope, Wild Turkey. It's got a nose on it already. Have a little water. Well, it's definitely got more on the palate than the Penelope. Penelope, I think if you wanted to drink the Penelope just to drink it, it might be okay because there's not much there, you just drink it. What's its proof? Maybe that'll help matters out a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot, 94 proof, so it's not as hot. Rare breed, 116. So it's, yeah, if you're a proof hound, the Wild Turkey's got the proof on it. And it's got more flavor. Penelope just didn't do much for me, so we'll just nuke that. And now we're back to the A123 and the Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey I've just had. I have a feeling the Larceny's gonna beat it. Yeah, I think so. Well, we'll try it anyway. You know, I'm not a huge, I'd say I'm not a huge Larceny fan, or Wild, you know, I'm kind of ambivalent on both of them. This just, the 123 just has more depth, more flavor, more palate, more finish than the 123, and that's got a little more bite. But at least it has something, because the Penelope didn't have much of anything, and the Boulder was weird. It had that kind of floral thing going. So, on the list, on the bracket, rare breed, 123, and then onto this, 123. 1, 2, 3, all that. So those will go on to face the next up in the bracket. I may skip around within this, just because I can. It's my bracket. So, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. We will keep doing this. It may be spread out a little bit, but that's kind of the gist of the Minnick 100 top picks of his top picks of 2023. Then I'm going to see if mine come out the same way as his does. It's going to be really strange, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks for stopping by. Pour an extra glass if you think somebody's coming by. Cheers.